Anthony, can I have one?
Yeah. You can get me one as well.
Robert? Oh, sorry, when you done?
Yeah, so them ones with the A, Robert. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm hearing he's out in camp with Oleksandr Usyk.
I'm hearing the same thing.
Well, what's that about?
He's trying to reinvent himself in many ways. And Anthony Joshua's always done that, by the way. He's always travelled around working with different people. He's trying to rediscover a little bit of that confidence. He's gone to Oleksandr Usyk, where we're hearing reports he's out there, training with Usyk and the team, trying to pick up something, trying to rediscover something.
That's very strange, pause.
Everything shifts dramatically once Anthony Joshua chooses to train beside Usyk's team. This decision elevates the situation from simple showmanship to serious fight preparation. AJ isn't just preparing for Jake Paul now. He's sharpening his abilities by training with the champion who beat him before.
Are you still being trained by Ben Davison, Lee Wiley? Will Ben be in your corner on the 19th of December?
So no, I won't be trained by Ben Davison. I said that London's a bit distracting for me. So I was invited to train with Team Usyk. So I've been in Spain. We've been doing some good training out in Spain. And I think he's one of the best in the world. Not I think, he is one of the best in the world.
AJ has revealed his plan to train with Oleksandr Usyk's group, abandoning his usual setup and leaving London's hectic environment to concentrate overseas. This decision demonstrates his dedication clearly. Ben Davidson isn't training me. London creates constant distractions. Team Usyk invited me to their facility, he stated.
And it's not all down to him, it's also down to his team that's around him. So I linked up with them and getting an insight to how someone who's achieved so much has been phenomenal, man. It's been a great experience and it's very challenging.
Wow, I did not know that. So who will be your head trainer on the night?
Igor.
Okay, and how long have you been with them?
A couple months now.
Couple months?
Yeah.
In the darkness, in secret?
No, it's not a secret.
Are you sparring with Usyk?
No, I don't spar with Usyk. Usyk's, he's training somewhere else at the minute, but he's been in camp, but he's in and out of camp.
Okay.
So right now he's training somewhere.
The training has been outstanding, Joshua mentioned. His transformed mindset is instantly noticeable. He's choosing development over comfort zones, calling Usyk an elite athlete and recognizing the exceptional trainers around him. AJ stressed that this camp emphasizes skill advancement, refining methods, and accepting championship-level dedication.
Is that a wise move, Anthony Joshua into Oleksandr Usyk's camp?
Why not?
Can it not be? I mean, it has to be.
I think he had a good run under Ben Davison before the Dubois fight, and maybe he feels with that loss he needs another slight change in direction. Maybe he feels that Ben has got Moses and that's his main priority, possibly. I don't know.
Fabio's in the gym as well.
Yeah, there's loads in the gym, and Fabio and others, and Ben's got his hands full, and Barry, they've got Lee Wiley, they've got a huge stable. They're an incredible team. They do things differently, and why not? Why not? Anthony, go and learn from that camp. I think it's an intriguing move. And let's see what happens.
Once Anthony Joshua entered Usyk's camp, people understood this wasn't typical celebrity fighting nonsense. Then Eddie Hearn shows up, speaking like somebody who found the perfect game plan. Now everybody's observing this unfold like a calculated strategy where AJ builds complete dominance plus enormous confidence. Eddie's basically saying, Jake signed the contract and we're happy because their viewpoint treats this as premium entertainment with real consequences, and truthfully,
we're fighting in an 8-round fight for 40 times more money against Jake Paul. So I love the opportunity for AJ on so many levels. I think it's a straightforward fight, massive profile, you know, and especially in the US. So we can go back into 2026, all guns blazing with Turk Sheikh, and the plans to hopefully fight Tyson Fury. But in the meantime, we get to wrap our hands, go out there, build the profile a little bit, smash up Jake Paul, make a fortune, and on we go. So yeah, for us, we were very pleased.
The casual tone almost seems funny, like mentioning a light sparring session while quietly preparing total destruction. He's presenting it as a straightforward fight. When your manager stays this calm, the fighter must appear absolutely terrifying in training. Joshua's studying Usyk's techniques, enhancing his fitness, then facing an 8-round contest where Jake keeps promoting confidence like it's his newest business venture.
That coming through, signed by Jake Paul, and I sort of looked at it, I was like, oh my God, he's done it. So yeah, look, I have to give him credit. I do think he's crazy. I think he's got absolutely no chance. I think he's going to get smashed to pieces.
Do you think Jake's crazy?
Yeah,
well,
I mean totally. I mean, listen, for us, we received an offer that was massive money and a really easy fight. We were talking about fighting this week here in an 8-round fight.
Listen, I respect Jake's belief system. But something's genuinely hilarious about somebody calling AJ washed up while that same AJ trains like he's the final boss in a fighting video game. You feel the calculation happening. This exceeds basic marketing. Eddie's building AJ's global resurgence with Jake as the stepping stone, and everybody's watching carefully wondering, when does real heavyweight force arrive and declare the show's finished?
This is very real, and you know, once you get hit by AJ, you'll know all about it. As soon as AJ hits him on the chin, the fight's over. So when that comes, we don't know. But you know, Jake's improved a hell of a lot. He's done a lot of camps. He's fought boxers. Like he's now become. I used to call him average, but he's become a decent cruiserweight. Decent cruiserweight, right? Not for me, not world class. But, you know, a decent fight.
Eddie Hearn made this whole AJ versus Jake situation feel like a premium corporate deal dressed as boxing. Before you completely process that energy, Gareth Davies appears from sunny Miami basically saying, "This circumstance is completely insane." Now I'm considering, here arrives the weirdest heavyweight situation we've witnessed recently. Everybody knows what's occurring. A genuine spectacle where interest hits peak levels, but logical thought seems missing. Gareth calls it strange. I consider it heavyweight roulette because one moment it's AJ dominates easily, the next moment it's suppose something wild happens.
It's very hard for him to say no to this if he didn't want the money, but he wants the money, and you can't get away from that. It's a big money heist. He ought to put Jake Paul away quicker, or maybe has to put Jake Paul away quicker than he did Francis Ngannou in 2 rounds, and that was the former UFC heavyweight champion we were talking about there. So it's a lose-lose for him, unless...
The burden falls on Joshua because seeming too confident makes people scream about unfair matchups. Appearing too cautious makes people behave like Jake unlocked special abilities. That's classic boxing supporter logic. Keeping expectations while being totally ridiculous. But the fascinating perspective appears here. While Gareth talks about this being a lose-lose scenario, I consider it a huge attention bomb ready to explode.
In many ways, I think there's a lot of pressure on him, weirdly, because there's so much interest. I mean, it's exploded since it was announced, because it's anomalous in many, many ways.
Yeah. There's a danger, though, Gareth, and if he damages him badly.
Exactly.
That will be bad for him, bad for the sport, and probably the end of YouTube boxing as we know it.
Yeah, look, people want to see him. I think a lot of people who like boxing want to see Jake Paul put in his place, but no one wants to see him really hurt.
You've got AJ, the polished professional, arriving with his legacy on the line, and Jake Paul, the complete chaos factor. Every interview gets analyzed like it's some title fight preview. This isn't your typical matchup. We're watching two totally separate worlds collide together. Whether you love it, hate it, or just crave the excitement, one thing stays clear. When punches fly, the jokes stop and reality shows up. Everyone's laser-focused, eager to see whose confidence withstands the test. This won't be some simple warm-up fight.
A warm-up fight. This is a circus act. This is a freak show. So this is a money grab, and it's nothing more than that. So I think both Fury and Joshua get in the ring and have a warm-up fight, if you like, which I don't like. I think they should just be fighting each other, and then they'll meet in September, we understand.
Just when Gareth left us questioning if this entire thing is pure spectacle or some behavioral experiment, Wade Plemons arrives and shifts focus straight toward Jake Paul's mindset. Being totally transparent, things get fascinating now. We're past talking about courage. We're talking about complete main character energy. Jake isn't just claiming he might win. He's boldly promising a devastating knockout against a 2-time heavyweight king like he found magical powers somewhere unusual. I get his thinking. That confidence explains his whole journey here. But anyone with functioning eyes sees this isn't just brave. This looks like walking toward a hurricane, holding explosives, and naming it character development.
May be where his delusion finally leads to the end of Jake Paul's career. Because delusion And this business can get you hurt real bad. And I think for the first time, Jake Paul's delusional idea about how good he is in the sport and what he can do may have led him a bit too far. This is the first time where Jake is in real.
Now arrives the simultaneously worrying and captivating part, because Wade raises valid concerns about Jake's massive ego potentially meeting reality with devastating force. He's not fighting some sparring dummy who forgot his guard. He's confronting a heavyweight who throws power punches like final notifications. Jake calling AJ stiff sounds clever, but Joshua moving carefully still looks like a freight train advancing slowly. Collision stays inevitable. Sure, Jake's belief stays intact, but belief doesn't block punches, and confidence doesn't shrink a 6 feet 6 inches Olympic-level fighter standing across. This isn't motivational speaking. This is pure physics wearing boxing gear.
One is the one where I think he went too far trying to convince everyone that he will do the unthinkable and has done the unthinkable. And I just don't see how he hasn't put himself in the most dangerous, most like health risked spot, life-threatening, legitimately, spot of Jake's career. And I mean that word life twofold. I mean his boxing life, and I mean potentially his actual physical.
What increases this madness is the impossible position AJ faces. Because treating Jake casually brings complaints about being arrogant. Winning too fast brings arguments about being unfair. Meanwhile, Jake's treating this like his defining moment, mentioning destiny while reality checks prepare the awakening. So yeah, I respect the guts, I see the audacity, but we're potentially witnessing the moment where illusion stops and reality appears wearing gloves. Either Jake makes history or Anthony Joshua reminds everyone why heavyweight boxing isn't casual fun. Honestly, that precise unpredictability explains why everyone's totally obsessed with this madness.
The only thing you're banking on is he doesn't have a chin. This could be the most rude wake-up call I've ever seen in boxing. Legitimately. This could be one of the most damaging fights you have ever seen in boxing. Career-ending. Life-altering. I'm not saying that as a joke. I legitimately think that could be a possibility at play, which is why, again, you have to give respect to Jake for doing.
So we've arrived at this moment between disaster and destiny, observing Anthony Joshua polish his skills through Usyk's camp methods. That's the real question. Is tonight when Jake's dream actually happens? Or does AJ prove to everyone that heavyweight boxing isn't some internet sensation? I want your thoughts. Is this a disaster waiting or the wildest underdog plan ever designed? Drop your thoughts in the comments like a true boxing debate. And hey, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boxing Bloodline. See you in the next video.